It's the Kings Park Commack Knights and the Sachem Braves, a first-place team and a fourth-place team here on the Developmental League, and you're listening to it on the Long Island Sports Network. I'm Magnus Healy, and working the board for me tonight will be Travis Quigley, and as I'd mentioned, a first-place and a fourth-place team. A heavy-hitting matchup tonight. Sachem coming in at 5-0, and Kings Park Commack coming in at 3-2 in what has been a very competitive developmental league thus far. Both teams coming off of a win respectively. For Sachem, a 6-5 victory over Northport on the 15th of October. And on the other side for Kings Park Commack, a 5-3 victory on October 13th. Both teams hoping to ride this momentum. Obviously, Sachem has been riding it for 5 straight games. On the other hand, 3-2 for Kings Park Commack. The goal-scoring leader for Kings Park, Owen Nieder, with 4. And on the other side, for the Sachem Braves, Mason Lovergene, with 12 goals on the season. So we definitely see who the impact players are thus far today, and we'll see it play out throughout this matchup. But the one thing we start to see in a developmental league is guys are improving constantly. Guys are improving between line shifts. Guys are improving as the first period expires into the second period. You're making these changes both coaching and as a player. You're adjusting as it goes, and you're saying to yourself, all right, what went wrong in the first period? Maybe we're up a goal, down a goal, and what can we do to improve as a team throughout this game? And that'll show today as we look ahead. The Sachem Braves on the left side of your screen will be the right side of your screen will be in the gray and black uniforms. They'll be skating right to left to open this up, and the Kings Park Commack Knights will be skating from left to right with the white jerseys with yellow sleeves going down. As we are about 38 seconds away from the opening face-off here tonight, and what should be a very good matchup. 2 talented squads, 2 different kind of sides. Sachem hasn't suffered a loss yet. Will Kings Park Commack be the team to say otherwise? Put a first loss in the column for the Sachem Braves, but a team that's 5-0, there's a lot of momentum riding on their side. They're confident. Did the Sachem Braves become complacent? That's what we'll see tonight. Do they become okay with being 5-0? Nowhere to go from here. Let's just continue to play our game. But, you hope if you're the coach for the Kings Park Knights that you can play up to your competition. You're going against a very talented and sound Sachem squad. Let's play up to them. Let's play with our competition, and, maybe we could walk away with a win tonight, as I'm sure that's what head coach Daniel O'Donnell is saying for the Knights tonight. But the buzzer has just sounded. Pucks are being collected in each other's nets, and we will take a break, awaiting the opening faceoff.
I shouldn't even give a shit, but it's fun. It's so funny. And then there's Bill, who doesn't even teach classes. He just comes out and the regular. I gotta go visit him. I visit him once every 6 months, so to make his day. Sweet man. I see him in the gym.
Whose broad stripes in
And we're back. Sticks are banging here on the north rinks. Both sides ready to go here. The national anthem is behind us, and we have our sights set here on this Sachem versus Kings Park Commack Developmental League matchup here on the Long Island Sports Network. Once again, I'm Magnus Healy. Working the boards for me tonight is the mayor of Long Island himself, Travis Quigley, as the referee is in the center circle. We await the opening face-off. Sachem right to left, Kings Park left to right. Face-off is won by Sachem. Working down there is Ryan. Ryan dangling through some defenders, crosses into the neutral zone. Handled now by Zub to the far corner, taken around the net, looking for a centering bid, can't find anyone. Pass is now intercepted by Remsen of the Knights, but is won once again by Atkins in the neutral zone for the Braves, trying to find Lovergene. 12 goals on the season for Lovergene. Can he add to that total? Puck bounces around behind the net, but is recovered by the Knights. Back up to the top point. Working over the middle, puck's knuckling around. Can it be won by anyone? Fighting for it. Zub gets a hand on it. Zub down low. Saved, though, by Antico. Jack Antico will be the netminder tonight for the Knights, as with 14-20, we see one shot on goal, but an easy save nonetheless for Antico. Really on a little bit of slow play here. Puck's a little slow around the ice, but pace will, I assume, pick up as we go throughout tonight. We assume we'll see some good passes as the face-off for the offensive zone for the Braves. They lose it, and it's handled now. Down the ice he goes. Skating with speed is Goldberg. Here goes Remsen. Remsen working around now. Wet it. Shot. Just save. What a save there from Amarada, and down the ice they go now. The Braves led here by Collins. Camden Collins on the far side, looking for a centering bid. Pass, though, blocked by Remsen. It's working now at the far corner. Bounced off the boards, but it'll come back to the far point now. Just past the outstretched stick of Hen, as Bustamante couldn't handle it. And across the red line it goes. They work back and forth now, constantly. Who will come around? It's in the near boards here. 13:37 to go in this first period. And down goes Skylar. Sklar for the Knights. Loses at the far boards, battling around. They'll lose the puck, and it's through the neutral zone. Who will skate to it first? It looks to be now Pulice for the Knights, as he'll take it into his own defensive zone, looking for an opportunity down low. Stick checks coming now quickly from Finamore, but he gets by them. Pulice now with it, shot through traffic, hits off the back there of Hen, as it'll go to the far corner in the Braves' defensive zone. Puck bounces around, rattling through some defenders off the boards, and will skate through the neutral zone once again. 2 minutes off the clock in this first period, as Pulice will have it now. Pulice with it now. Bounces it off the boards, looks for an opportunity. A pass intercepted by Atkins, bouncing around the near boards. Comes back through to Pulice, tries to dump it off. Looking for someone, can't find Brieg, as Atkins has it now at the top. Atkins with an opportunity, sits dangling through some defenders, can't find anything though, as he'll have to reset his opportunities. As checked into the far corners there, it appears to be Zub. Zub now dishing it out, wearing the blue gloves tonight. A little bit of fanciness, as now they've got an opportunity with numbers, led by Sklar. Sklar with it, dangling through some defenders across the blue line, but a great stick check coming from Hen. Hen now to the corner, defends DeMundo. DeMundo behind the net, out in front, dangerous, but Atkins gets his stick in front of it and saves the opportunity there for Amarada. Across the neutral zone, past the outstretched stick of Finnemore as he was taken off the line, as Police will have it at the near point. Through the neutral zone he goes. Opportunity now with changing, and he loses the puck at the far point. Tries to get a centering bid, but nothing to go. Pulais had an opportunity there as the Braves were in transition, but also on a line change. So down about 3 men on the ice there, but nothing to show for it, as now Brieg will have it in the neutral zone for the Knights. As McCarthy loses the puck. Puck is very slow on the ice tonight. Interesting, as Bermudo couldn't handle it, as Levergene will head down through the neutral zone with speed. 11 goals. He goes for a 13th, and a save coming from Antico, as now handling around their own net is Herfel. Danica Herfel now loses the puck as some stick checks coming from Levergene, traveling past his own shot. They'll take it around the net, headed now by Bustamante. Heading now with it, Levergene in the corner, working on Heffel. It's at the far zone, through the neutral zone, but it comes back out top and dished down low from McCarthy. Andrew McCarthy looking for an opportunity down low, can't find it, as now a dangerous opportunity out in front as the Braves' own SCHSHL took it around his own net out in front, but thankfully redirects it back down, as now through the neutral zone they go. McCarthy looking for it, but battling him quickly is Bustamante. DeMundo now, stick checks, but through the neutral zone the Braves go. Led here. And a shot wide. Fusa looking for the net, but stick checks coming over the middle from SCHSHL. As behind the net he'll go. SCHSHL dangling through some defenders. Stick checks coming from Zub as he'll go through the neutral zone with speed. Zub, constant pressure, stops him a little bit there, as on the far side now goes for China. And a whistle is blown. I believe a penalty be coming from Zub, as he will serve some time with 10:25 to go in this first period. We'll see a power play coming for the Knights and an opportunity, as that penalty, as soon as I'll let you guys know. Slashing coming on Zub, so an opportunity now. And a power play for the Knights, 10:25 on the clock. An offensive zone face-off coming. It's an important one to win, get it back out top to a guy like Schnickel. They do win it. It's to Stewart. He's got it over the middle. Wrister wide. Good shot, though, early on the power play, as they'll have it down the near corner. Now to Schnickel. Shot, block save, coming from Amarada, and just through the neutral zone back now to Schnickel. As I hear the parents to the right of me telling the Sachem squad to stay back, as Hen now with it. Takes it around his own net, pressure coming from Remsen. Hits off the back of Remsen, skating between his skates, out in front. Centering bid is cleared though. A great job coming there from Finnemore. As down the ice they go, 1:24 on this power play and 9:46 to go in this first period. They need some pressure now. They've got him on line change, a little bit of pressure now, led by Mettert, but an offsides will be called. And a neutral zone faceoff incoming, so a little bit of a break for the Braves. As we see, pace starting to pick up here on the North Rinks. A little under 5 minutes shaving off of this first period. Guys starting to get comfortable, getting loose, seeing opportunities, and now a chance for the Knights to capitalize once again on this power play and the neutral zone faceoff on the far point. Who will win it, as bodies are on the floor now. Ryan gets knocked over, but it's out in front of the Braves net, but nothing but Braves there to clear it. They'll send it down through the neutral zone, and another good job at a penalty kill from the Braves. Around the net it goes. It'll be met on the other side there. I believe that's Nieder. Nieder will take it around his own net and eventually find his man at the far point, Pelk. Wiedert working with it now. Nieder dangling through some defenders, has it out in front, backhand shot, loses control of the puck, almost had a highlight reel play there. 45 seconds to go in this power play, and the puck goes once again down the ice. And a great penalty kill for the Braves thus far. You certainly have to be happy. I see fans clapping to the right of me. There's now 33 seconds. The Knights have to make a push here. Down the ice they'll go, led by Schnickel. Schnickel now dangling through some defenders, but a great back check there from Levergene. As now an opportunity to clear off the boards. 22 seconds remaining. Back to the top point for Nieder. Nieder shot through traffic off of his teammate's body. Vessel, as he'll feel that in the morning. As Levergene with a steal now, and he'll go down. sends the puck into his offensive zone, but nothing to show for it. Under 10 seconds to go in this first period, and under 10 seconds to go, in the power play. 2 and 1, and a successful penalty kill comes for the Braves. No goal to show for it. Shot down low, pad save from Antico, now to the near corner. They'll bounce it off the board, stack to the top for Bustamante and the Braves. Zub will have it now, just re-entered the game from his slashing penalty earlier. Puck dangling out in front, and a whistle is blown. And they'll point. Just believe it'll be an offsides. Don't see anyone going to the box. Offsides it was. So now a neutral zone face-off here at the near red dot as comes won by the Braves, but skating quickly after his Pulis as he'll win it, and now he's getting down the ice with speed, but a great stick check from Bustamante, but he falls on his back as down out in front, shot, blocker save from Emirata as the puck will be sent down now to Pulis. Pulis now at the right zone. Puck lost out in front, but a good stick check coming on the rebound. Gets it out of Yan's hands. As down the ice goes Pulis. Looking for something as Bemendo to his right as he'll just elect to send it down low, back out to Rocco. Rocco at the far point. Down low, a look to try to send it behind the net on the other side to Bemendo. Bemendo's got Pulis at the top point. Pulis will not have it. Pulis centering bit to Scholar. Scholar has it. Scholar sent down low, out in front, but a glove save coming from Emirata. And 7:19 to go in this first period. Shots from both sides, but no goals on the scoreboard today. As a pretty good game from Emirata and Antico respectively. As we see pretty low goals against tallies for each side. 5 for Sachem, 3 for KPC as we're seeing that show tonight. But can they get Lovergene going? He's got 12 goals on the season. Has the puck right now. You want to get a stick like that going early. He's going to be crucial to probably the outcome of this game. 12 goals on the season through only 5 games as Renzen has it out in front. Shot, chest save from Emirata as now Ian will have it behind his own net. Skate around looking to clear it, and he will for the Braves through the puck. The puck goes through the neutral zone now, and Pulis will have it now. Pulis behind his own net he goes, and now he'll come to the near side. Skating up through traffic, dumps it through the neutral zone, past the stick of Remsen. As now it finds the stick of Finnemore now in transition, but stolen very swiftly there by the Knights. As it bounces back and forth off the far boards, dangling through the neutral zone as Zub will have it now. Zub, one man to beat, he does, open with the net. Zub shoots, and a save out in front, rebound cleared though. A good job from the Knights to get back down near the crease, and they send the puck out of harm's way on the shot from Zub. As now the Braves will have it as McCarthy looks to get it to Zub as he does through the neutral zone they go. 3-on-2 developing. Zub has the opportunity, a man to beat. He takes it wide, but a stick check coming from Pulis on the far board. Zub remains with the puck, protecting it now on the far side. He's tried to check Zub, but no success now. As down the ice they'll go, led by Pelk. Pelk dangling through the neutral zone, trying to find someone. Drags the puck through, shot on net wide. Behind the net it bounces as he'll follow his shot. Looking for someone out in front. Can he find anyone? Nothing will fall. Elects to junk it back to the blue line, but it'll be past the outstretched stick of Herfel. Danica Herfel now skate after it. Behind her own net she'll go. 5:42 to go in this first period. Zeros on the boards for both sides. Herfel now with it. Herfel with speed across the blue line into her offensive zone. Dangling through some defenders. Takes it wide. Elects not to shoot. Regain her opportunity. Centering bid out in front. Looking for it is Broxmeyer, but down back low to Herfel. Centering bid out in front. Wiesel with a shot. Save. Blocker save back out in front. Rebound. Who will get it? And a goal. Clamoring near the net. No, a save, excuse me. They had started. We take a look there. It was down low. The centering bid for Wiesel and shot there off the pad. And there was just, the puck was rattling back and forth near the crease. And it eventually just never finds the net as Emirata was just on his back looking for something, and he finally finds the puck. As we resume play, offensive zone faceoff for the Knights is lost, as now they'll head down the ice led by Russo. Collins with it now on the far side, centering bid just past the stick, as now Herschel will walk away with it now. Herschel down the ice. Herfel with it now, takes it wide, dangling through some defenders. Weak shot though, bounces off the pad of Emirata, and now behind the net they go. Looking for something, as Pelk will have it now on the far side for the Knights. Dangling around, takes it towards, but intercepted quickly. Good job there from Broxmeyer. Broxmeyer now dumps it down the ice. As with it now is Ryan. Ryan got Lovergene to his left. 12 goals. Can he make it 13? Man to beat. He shoots. Blocker save. What a save from Antico. He bests Lovergene on his 13th goal attempt. Is now down the ice they go. Shot, pad save. A good job from Amarada. Is now Lovergene back now in transition. He wants the 13th goal, just loses the puck. Outskates it a little bit as bounces off the boards through the neutral zone. Atkins with it now for the Braves. Atkins dumps it behind off the skate now of Fusa. Now on the far side, won by the Knights, is around the net they'll go. Centering bit. Now through the neutral zone, led by Rocco. Rocco working with it now, some forechecks coming from Ian. Rocco, wrister, chest save coming from Amarada, as with 3:42 to go, things starting to heat up for the Braves here. As Lovergene had an opportunity earlier, we look here in transition on Lovergene's earlier shot. Beautiful pass, got a man to beat, beautiful crossover. Elects to go to the backhand, tries to shove it through the net, but a good save there from Jack Antico to best Lovergene and keep him at 12 goals on the season. Back out top to Schnickel. Schnickel down low through traffic off the stick of Zub. He'll go to the far corner. Handling it now is Fusa. Fusa now working through his own defensive zone, and now in transition they go, led by Zub. Zub dumps it through to the far corner, skates after it, tries to follow his own pass, and he'll get it. Now an opportunity in the center if he has it. Likes to take it up himself, but a good stick check from Rocco interrupts his ideas, as Zub will now look to chase after it once again, but bounced off the boards, and now Atkins will look forward for the Braves. Take it around his own net. He's got Ian at the top if he needs him. Looks to get it to him off the boards, and he does, but a little past his stick, and it'll go to Schnickel. Now it's through the neutral zone with Rocco and the Knights as he'll look to lead something for KPC now. Odd man as he works through some forechecks. Rocco likes to dump it off to the top. Looking for it now is Niedert. Niedert shot, and he scores! Owen Niedert with a goal, and KPC opens the scoring 1-0 here on the North Rinks. We look there. Elects to dump it back out to the blue line. Niedert has it, shot through traffic. Little short step there. Working through it, and a wrister to the bottom left of the net, past the outstretched stick of Amarada, and it's a 1-0 lead for the Knights thus far, looking to end the 5-0 Sachem Braves tonight. And the ensuing faceoff is won once again by the Knights. Off the boards, now to Cullinan. Cullinan with it, intercepted, they battle for it, Sklar down low. Bodies, who will walk away with it. Comes back to the blue line now for Pulis. Pulis has been a great job in transition as he shows once again, dangling through some defenders, loses the puck. Finnemore whiffs on it, and now it's to Forcina. Forcina loses it, but Remsen, his teammate, will follow it up. Dumps it back to the blue line for Pulis. Pulis wrister in traffic, and it hits off the chest there of Collins, as Collins will have it down the ice. Pulis needs to stop him, he does. Centering bit to Finnemore, chest save from Antico, and it'll be behind the net now. The Knights need to clear it, but a great job there. Finnemore gets it over the top. Nothing to show for it now, as down the ice we go. Knights led by Remsen now. Remsen, wrister off the back of Bustamante as it'll be out in front, but a clear looking for the Braves, and they do. Down low from Sklar, and Amarada will elect not to tap it. Working behind the net they go. Who will jar the puck loose? 1:36 to go in this first period. 1-0 Knights lead over the Braves. Towards the near boards, he dumps it through the neutral zone, but a good stick check coming from Pulis on the pass look for McCarthy. Back and forth to the blue line. Now to the stick of Bustamante. Bustamante dumps it down through the neutral zone, but back to Pulis for the Knights. Pulis to Cullinan. Is now down low. McCarthy has it for the Braves. 1:07 to go in this first period. Back to the blue line for Pulis. He's got an opening if he needs it. Down low, shot wide. As Ryan will have it for the Braves, he's got numbers, he just needs the speed. He's got Zub ahead of him. Elects to dump it into the offensive zone. Can Zub outskate Pulis? But an icing will be called with 52.9 seconds to go in this first period. 1-0 lead, the Knights over the Braves. As what's been a pretty exciting first period. You have opening looks coming for the Braves. You see down low in the centering bid. Great facilitating from the Braves. You look to, or the Knights, excuse me, you look to see your opportunities as you get the shot from Neidert in the apple there for Rocco. As now opening faceoff is won by the Knights, sent through the neutral zone, 50 seconds to go in this first period. With it now is Czernecki. Czernecki now with it, he loses it in the neutral zone, now led by Ryan. Ryan has leveraging to his left, but can't get anything of it as some great stick checks coming from Weiss. As now leveraging will have it in the far corner, but he loses it now with Herfel. Herfel taking it around, stops short, looking for something. 27 seconds to go in this first period. A little hair under 20 now. Leveraging with some great back checks is now, he'll have an opportunity, sending Bid out in front. Who will walk away with it? They need to clear, they do. As they'll send it down the ice back to the blue line, as now the Braves will handle it. 13 seconds to go. They need to get something off here. As 8 seconds, 7 seconds. Expiring through the neutral zone they go, the Knights. Back and forth. Now Leveraging has it, 1 second, and the buzzer sounds. And that signals the end of the first period here on the North Rinks. It is 1-0, Kings Park Commack as they lead the Sachem Braves here on the Long Island Sports Network, and we'll be back after this. And we're back for the second period of this developmental matchup between the Sachem Braves and the Kings Park Commack Knights here on the LI Sports Network. As the Braves now skating from left to right in the gray uniforms, and the Knights skating from right to left in their white and yellow sleeved uniforms, as they have a 1-0 lead, do the Knights over the Sachem Braves, as the opening faceoff is won by the aforementioned Knights. Sent down into their offensive zone, but McCarthy has it now on the far boards. Looking for something. Teeters with his defenders as it's dumped into the neutral zone, but intercepted quickly by Neidert, the only goal scorer tonight. The assist coming from Rocco. As through the neutral zone the puck goes. Bounced off the near boards by the Knights as through traffic, who will walk away with it. Zub will have it now on the near boards for the Braves. But it's intercepted quickly by Neidert. Wants another goal, but he's tripped, and that'll be a penalty for Leveraging. Tripping coming as he trips Neidert as he was looking to go through the neutral zone in transition. As now another opportunity for the Kings Park Commack Knights, as we had mentioned earlier. They had an earlier power play, but a great penalty kill from the Braves squashed any of their opportunities, but now another one coming for the Knights to possibly add to this 2-goal lead as another offensive zone face-off on the far side for them now. As can they capitalize, will be 2 penalty kills for the Braves tonight. Remsen with the face-off for the Knights. Puck drop, stagnant. That'll be sent back down to the blue line. Working with it now is Neidert. Neidert takes it wide, elects to dump it around the net for Remsen. Met then by Cullinan. Behind the net battles. Will it be jarred loose? Who's going to send it out? Out in front. Can't find the stick there. Back down low as he was looking for Remsen. As Cullinan ended up finding it. Is now down through the blue line, into transition they'll go. With speed now, here goes Zub. Ristori, he scores! Jackson Zub evens this up at 1 in transition with speed and a long-range shot for the goal. As we look, he's coming down the blue line. It was Atkins, who scored there, not Zub, as he a wrister to the bottom right of the net. and evens this thing up at 1. Here to start the second period, some fireworks early. Kings Park 1 and Sachem 1. As now the aforementioned goal scorer dumps it through the neutral zone, and then here they go. Skating quickly after it is Brace. Can he find anything? No, as Police will take it around his own net, bounce it off the near boards for Sklar. Sklar to the neutral zone, but loses it as it bounces back and forth. Pelk with it. Pelk to Broxmeyer. Broxmeyer loses it though, and Brace will send it back down low. 13-17 to go, 1 score already. As you see a shorthanded goal for the Braves, the power play remains on though for the Knights. Loses the puck in the neutral zone. Broxmeyer with it now. Stick checks coming as he'll just be past the stick of Weiss, as now Hen will have it. Take it behind his own net. 2 minutes off of this first period, 1 goal already. 36 seconds to go in the power play for the Knights. It doesn't seem like there's been a power play, as it's really been all Braves in the offensive zone, as he'll dump it through once again. There is Collins. Back down low it goes, 25 seconds to go in this power play. As the Knights now looking to get a push. There's men off the ice now, as they'll send it to Broxmeyer in the neutral zone. Bounce off just past his stick, and it'll go back down the net for Amarada. As a flick coming to the neutral zone for Hen. And back down, and that will be another successful, even more successful penalty kill than the first one, as this time the Braves walk away with a shorthanded goal to even this one up at 1. As now back to 5-on-5 we go through the neutral zone. Pulis skating around some defenders through traffic, but a stick check coming. Down low. Who will have it? Pulis has it. Wrister, chest save. Good save from Amarada. As 12:03 to go in this second period. 2 penalty kills on the night for the Braves, as ref making sure he had the puck and it wasn't in the net. There's now an O-zone face-off coming for the Knights. They have to start capitalizing on these power plays. 2 tonight already. And they average about a power play goal a game, so it's a little bit of a flipped script, but when you go up against a defense like a 5-0 squad in Sachem, you're certainly going to be tested in all your faculties, both on special teams, offense, and defense, as we've seen tonight. As Zub looks to get it through the zone, but he can't as he's tripped. Excuse me, that with Lovergene. As now they'll have it with Sarnecki. Sarnecki dumps it through the neutral zone, but intercepted quickly by Bustamante. Or excuse me, Ryan. Is now back and forth. The puck goes through the neutral zone. Fusa will look for the Braves. Eventually finds Zub, as now Zub's got speed. Zub, wrister, chest save from Antico, as it'll bounce out for Herfel. Herfel now to the blue line, battling forward to the Braves. And they walk away with it. Zub will now have it on the far boards, flicks it down low past the stick of Lovergene. Puck rattles across the far boards, but now up top, down low. Shot from McCarthy. Zub on the rebound, out in front. Herfel will look to clear it, and she does for the Braves. Lovergene on the back check, and a penalty will be coming for the Braves. I believe another power play will be coming for the Knights. As with 11:10 to go, the Knights see their second opportunity in the second period, and their third of the game thus far. You certainly love to capitalize on this one, as opportunities will be sparse going up against the 5-0 squad. So certainly a game plan opportunity is going to have to change here. You know, switch some things up, as penalties on Lovergene for tripping. Oh, excuse me, that was the earlier penalty that I'm reading here. As behind the net they go, Zub chasing after it, couldn't get it. Minute and 50 to go in this power play. The power play was not updated yet, I apologize. As down the ice it goes. Schnickel with it in the far corner for the Knights, as Cullinan will have it now in the neutral zone. He's got numbers, but Zub's quick on the feet. Man, Zub is quick in transition. That's been a huge help for them tonight, as he has stifled any hopes for this Knights defense, or offense, excuse me, as now Schnickel will handle it around his own net. Zub in transition, as the penalty was finally unhooking for Liam Ryan. So that is who's in the box for you folks listening at home here on the LI Sports Network, is now handling it is Lovergene. Lovergene skating through some defenders, but through traffic can't find it, as the pass was intercepted swiftly. As now the Knights will handle it now, led by Schninkel. Schninkel with it now. Schninkel wrister, glove save from Amarada, as with 52 seconds to go in this power play for the Knights, they finally see a shot on goal. There's now a wholesale line change for the Knights and some guys in and out as well for the Braves. Leveraging remains on the ice, looking for his 13th goal. That would be incredible, but we await to see it tonight as Pelk will be taking the face-off. 10:01 to go in the second period. Who will win it? Pelk doesn't have it as it'll be jarred loose. Brookmeyer whiffs on the shot as they'll be sent down the ice. As chasing after it is Poulice. Poulice with it now. 9:48 to go, 38 in this power play for the Knights. They go in transition. He's got speed now, Poulice, dangling through traffic. Protecting the puck, takes it wide, but loses it on the stick check from Collins. Down low, centering bit to Brookmeyer, he whiffs on the shot. Back out in front, rebound from Pelk on the far point. Bodies on the zone, who will get it? It'll send around the net. 18 seconds to go in this power play. Ryan looking to get back on the ice. It's sent down low. Police could not intercept it in the neutral zone. Now he'll have a lot of job to go, and I assume by the time they have the opportunity to get this back in the offensive zone, the power play will have expired. As now Poulice with it, he'll have to send it down the ice. Dumps it into the neutral zone, past the stick of Sklar. As now Ryan will be back on the ice. 5-on-5 play resumes, 9:06 to go in the second period. Down on the far point, battling for it. Eventually now, won by the Braves. Dish just past the stick of Hahn. Who will have it now is McCarthy was looking for the centering bit as Rocco's got open net now. Just has to beat some sticks of Fusa. He'll work it. Wrister wide. Just past the outstretched glove of Amarada as now back to the blue line they go. Poulice will have it now for the Knights. Dangling through some defenders in the neutral zone. He'll dump it through to Rocco. Rocco's got an opportunity but can't get it past the stick of Fusa. Fusa loses it now. Back and forth they go. Pelk with it. Pelk loses it. Pelk out in front. Rebound, backhand. So many bodies out in front in the center ice as now it's finally cleared from the Knights by McCarthy as it was sent down for an icing. 8:16 to go in the second period. We're knotted up at 1 here on the North Rings for this developmental matchup. Sachem 5-0 looking for their 6th win. And Kings Park Commack 3-2 looking to add a 4th to their win column. Who will walk away with a win tonight? We shall see, but thus far, very good game. Rocco now with the face-off. Matching up against Zub in the near zone. Offensive zone face-off for the Knights. Everything is set. Puck drops out in front. Zub will win it, and Zub has speed now. Zub dumps it through the neutral zone, but intercepted by Schneckel. Zub with it, regains it at the blue line after some clambering on the neutral zone. He goes through some defenders, through traffic. Finnemore tries to get it. Zub out in front, but a stick check coming from Scharznicki as Scharznicki will not have it. Through the neutral zone he goes. Can he beat him? He can beat Hen. Takes it wide, Wrister wide. Just past the outstretched stick of Amarada as now Heffel will have it at the other side. Down low, centering bit out in front, but behind the net it goes. Shot coming there from Rocco. Already an assist, but he wants a goal on tonight. Now Scharznicki will have it. Scharznicki at the blue line, fighting for it in the neutral zone is now Finnemore will have it. He dumps it through in the offensive zone, but no one to receive it on the other end. As Herfel with it, takes it behind her own net. For the Knights as they've caught the Braves in transition in some line changes as now they've got speed and numbers. She takes it wide. Nobody over center though as a stick check coming from Hen. Around the net they go. Led by Herfel. Herfel looking for someone. Dangles around the stick of Lovergene. Lovergene shoves her onto the ground, but no penalty called. Some gasps from both sides. As now checked into the far boards and Atkins will take it behind his own net. Atkins looks for Russo, can't find it. Is now Lovergene will have it in transition. 2 men ahead of him, but he's got the stick. Shot, and he scores! Mark that, 13 on the season. And another goal tonight for the Braves. This time, we take a look. He's in transition. He's outmatched, though, 2-1. Mason Lovergene wants his 13th goal, and he gets it on the season. Takes it a little bit wide. Wrister off the ice, straight to the bottom hand of the net. And a good goal from Mason Lovergene, his 13th on the season. And now the Braves have their first lead of the night, 2-1, with 6:45 in the second period. Ensuing face-off. Won once again by Lovergene. He has it. Dangles through some defenders. He's got the chance. Takes it wide. Now to the hands of Ryan. Ryan, Wrister. Blocker save. Rebound out in front. Lovergene can't find it. Takes it around the net. There's now an opportunity to recenter, and bodies are on the floor. Lovergene and Snell. Oh, shoving going on in the far corner. Lovergene looking to win it. As they'll take it around, bodies are flying behind the net. Lovergene with it now out in front. Can a clear come, finds the stick. Isuchi scores! Andrew McCarthy with the score, and 2 goals within 30 seconds for the Braves tonight. You see here, so many bodies are flying. Lovergene playing physical behind the net. Just looks to see an opportunity out in front, bounces off some sticks, and it finds McCarthy towards the left side and through traffic. The vision affected of Antico, and suddenly the Braves lead 3-1. Here on the Northricks. Ensuing face-off, won by the Knights. The one they need to lead. Niedert will send it down the ice now for Renson on the far side. Intercepted by McCarthy as now Cullinan will have it. He'll send it down low for the Knights. Behind the net, the puck goes. Battling forward in the far corner. It's eventually won, and down the ice they'll go. Led by Collins. Collins loses the puck through the neutral zone. Stick check from Lovergene. Does he have a 14th on the season? Whiffs on the wrister out in front, and he'll jump on it, but an opportunity coming for Lovergene, as nothing to show for it, as Antico hops on the puck with 5:51 to go. As it is a 3-1 lead for the Sachem Braves. Ensuing faceoff in the neutral offensive zone for the Braves. Fusa, wrister through traffic, can't find it. As now they'll go down the ice. With speed now is Pulis. Pulis dangling through some defenders, but a forecheck coming from Fusa. As he'll shove Fusa into the boards, I assume that should be a penalty. They won't call it. A little bit borderline, as the Braves parents to the right of me believe so as well, as Zub dangles through some defenders through the neutral zone, crosses through, he's one-on-one with the net, one man to beat, he shoots, he scores! Jackson Zub with his second of the game, and it's a 4-1 Sachem lead over the Kings Park Commack Knights. We look there as I hear 4-1 chants now, as Zub, a beautiful move, crossover, he's got a one-on-one against Antico, and a forehand shot to the top of the net for a goal, his second of the night, and the 4th for the Braves in this matchup. As 4-1 is the score. It's been a flurry of Braves goals in this second period. It's been all Braves, but now looking for a response are the Knights. Wrister wide. Shot coming there from Fortuna. As now in transition they go, Brace will lose the puck through the neutral zone, battling for it. They'll eventually have it with Fusa, and a whistle is blown. As 5:04 to go in the second period. 4-1 Sachem lead, and a power play ensuing. As I'm trying to read his name, down low, that appears to be Broxmeyer, heading to the box, so another opportunity, which is not what you want for the Knights, having just surrendered 2 goals thus far tonight. As they'll look for it. Who will have it? It will be the Braves. Down low goes Hen. Hen over the center, he shoots, chest save out in front, rebound, clamoring for it. Hen looked to follow a shot, but nothing to avail. 1:45 to go in this power play, and the Braves are threatening, but it's dumped down the ice early by the Knights. That was DeMundo now, as Amarada will just motion it back towards his own man. Now Hen in transition. Hen to the far side, bouncing through some defenders through traffic, but it's intercepted and sent down low by Weiss. And now with it is Rocco, back through the neutral zone. Hen will have it at the far point. Hen trying to find some defenders, can't do it. As now Rocco will have it in the neutral zone. Rocco, 2 defenders to beat, takes it wide. Wrister pads, glove save, from Amarada. As with 4:04 to go and a minute remaining in this power play, the Braves seemingly playing a little bit more defense than they would hoped. As some line changes coming for both sides, as it's a 4-1 Sachem lead over the Kings Park Commack Knights. Sachem looking like they'll advance to 6-0, but a lot of time left in this game. Ozone face-off for the Knights. One out in front. Battling forward is Remsen. Remsen sends it back to the point for Nieder, looking for a second goal through traffic. Can't find it, as now Collins will have it, and he dumps it through to the offensive zone for Finnemore. Can't find it, as now Schnickel will have it. Schnickel working through the neutral zone, drags the puck, as he'll dump it off the boards and around, looking for Remsen, as he'll find him. Remsen now in the near corner. Remsen back out at top, fighting for it on the near boards. Now to Nieder. Nieder shot through traffic, glove save from Emirata. There's 3:31 to go and 28 remaining seconds in this power play for the Braves. Oddly enough, they have more shorthanded goals than they do power play tonight, but that's kind of a testament to how they are as a team and how well they play, despite down a man. As another Ozone faceoff coming for the Knights. Out in front for Nieder. Nieder to the far point, shot through traffic for Schnickel. Nowhere to find, down low out in front. Atkins has the rebound. Atkins down the ice he goes. Atkins overskates the puck a little, he'll lose it but regain it. Focina now runs into the back of the stopped Atkins. Atkins now at the far point. Drags the puck, loses it again as he's checked into the boards by Nieder. There's now some clamoring on the far boards. Puck's finally jarred loose by Collins. Centering bit out in front for Finnemore, he whiffs on the shot. An opportunity for Finnemore, can't find it. As now we're back to 5-on-5. Bustamante with it at the near point. Power play's over, and now the Knights have the momentum. Down the ice they go, led by Weiss. Neidert, Neidert now takes it wide. Centering bid just past the stick. A great job on the outstretched sliding stick of Lovergene to intercept that centering bid as it'll be sent now to the near corner. Back around it goes. Collins with it behind his own net. Collins tries to jar it loose, he will, but Pelk has it for the Braves. Or the Knights, Pelk with it. Far, tries to center it to Nieder. Nieder has it. Can he gain control? Working on Lovergene. Brister through traffic, can't find it. And Atkins will send it down the ice, looking for a clear, but back down to the blue line. Sent down low for the Knights now. They work on it now. Fighting for it, are they? Fortuna will finally jar it loose. Centering bid just past the stick of Pelk, but it finds Cullinan, but nothing to say for it. As now Atkins has it, he'll dump it down the ice, intercepted by Pelk at the blue line. Pelk looking for something. Dangling through some defenders, loses the puck by Finnemore, as Finnemore will have it in the neutral zone. Finnemore with numbers. Finnemore now a man to beat, but a great job from Nieder getting down in transition. Minute and 44 as Nieder will now just dump it through on the cross ice pass into their own offensive zone, get it out of harm's way, and an icing is called. Minute and 36 to go in this second period. As 4-1 is the lead for the Braves tonight. 6-0 on the horizon and 3-2 as it would stand right now for the Knights, is an Ozone faceoff coming for Zub and the Braves. Puck drop won by the Knights, and they'll take it behind their own net, led by Pulais. Pulais dumps it down, but Ryan has it now for the Braves at the far point. Rister through traffic off the chest of Scar, as now Zub will have it. He'll have it down low, looking for something over the top, can't find it. Battling behind the net. Do they know where the puck is? It's finally jarred loose by Lovergene, as now some clambering at the far corner. Remsen will look to jar loose. Zub has it now, centering bid out in front. McCarthy with it, Rister wide. Back to the rebound for Zub out in front. Clambering behind the net, Ryan with it now, trying to shove it through out just past the stick of Zub, as down they'll go. Zub with it at the far corner. Bodies everywhere. People are falling all over this ice tonight, as McCarthy will have it now. McCarthy through some defenders, takes it wide, can't turn the corner. Send it back to the blue line for Hen. Hen shot through traffic, knocked down by Zub. That's unfortunate. I think if Zub didn't knock that down, they might have had a goal, but nonetheless, a save coming from Antico. 38 seconds to go in the second period, as changes coming from both sides. Another opportunity for Zub and the Braves in the Ozone face-off. They've capitalized thus far tonight. They look to continue on the same path and continue to put pressure on this Knights D. Zub with it. Face-off won by Zub. Sent back to the blue line for Fusa. Overskates a little bit, shot down low. Zub has it out in front. Rister wide. Lovergene pass high on the shot for Mason Lovergene. So they'll work down low. They'll lose the puck, back out top to Atkins. Atkins to Zub. Zub out in front, he shoots, he scores! Jackson Zub with the goal, and it's a 5-1 Sachem lead. As we take a look here, it's down low, bouncing around some bodies at the far corner, back out top to Atkins. Atkins down low to Zub, beats a man on the crossover, goes to the forehand and flicks it through to the right side of the net for a goal, and a 5-1 Sachem lead. Zub's second goal of the game as he continues to pile on the pressure. 17 seconds remaining in the second period as Atkins now takes it around his own net. Atkins through some defenders, working around, loses in the neutral zone to Brieg, for the Knights. Sklar will elect to dump it down, and 3 seconds remaining in the second period. 1, and the buzzer. So the second period comes to a close, but not after the Braves piled it on here on the Knights as they walk away with a 5-1 lead, as we'll be back here on the LI Sports Network. We're back, a fresh 15 on the clock, a 5-1 Sachem lead, and a third period ahead of us here on the North Ranks for this developmental matchup. Whistle is blown, a puck drop, and the ensuing faceoff is won by the Knights, looking to get something going, crawl back at what is now a pretty extensive lead as they'll have it out in front for Renson, but a quick stick check from McCarthy as he'll have it in transition. 3-on-2 now, past the outstretched stick of Hen. Hen working through traffic, shot high, just over the post. Rebound from McCarthy on the far side. McCarthy working in the far corner against Schninkel. Schninkel will win it and he'll eventually clear it back to the blue line now to Bustamante. Bustamante down low. Renee with it, but nothing to show for it. Russo, as around the puck goes. Back down for Pelk. They work in transition now, but some great forechecks coming from McCarthy, really interrupting the stick. Shot can't find it as Remsen nowhere to go, just being shoved around by McCarthy. Playing very physical as it goes back up to the top for Herfel. Herfel working down low. Minute off, centering bid just past the stick. The outstretched stick there of Fortuna is now through the neutral zone it goes. Bouncing it off the far boards with a backhanded pass for the Knights. McCarthy will look to clear it now. He does, he'll dump it through the neutral zone to Hen. Hen across the blue line in transition. Shot, blocker save out in front as the rebound will be slowly but surely corralled in by Szarzniecki. Szarzniecki loses it on the pass to Lovergene. Lovergene shot wide. Looking for 15 on the season. Truly record numbers. Being clamored for in the near corner. It will be finally jarred loose by Hen. Hen looking for it to Atkins. Can't find him as Cullinan will intercept the pass. Cullinan now loses it in the neutral zone to Atkins. Atkins, cross-ice pass, past the stick of Lovergene as he'll regain speed, though, as now Szarzniecki will have it for the Knights in the near corner. Puck bouncing, rattling behind the net as it's finally jarred loose to the stick of Herfel. Herfel will have it. Stick check from Lovergene, and they'll avoid anything out in front, but Zub has it, takes it wide, but a great check there coming from Szarzniecki. back out in front. Puck continuing to rattle back and forth. It's finally cleared, but back to the blue line they go. Down low sends it Ryan. As back and forth, Zub on the far boards pinches it in, but eventually loses it to Sarznicki. Sarznicki will dump it through the neutral zone. Finds a man, that's Weiss. Weiss with it. Weiss to Broxmeyer, and a penalty will be called with 12:27 to go in this third period. In transition, play is stopped. We await to see who and what the penalty is. Offsides, excuse me. No penalty will be called. My apologies. Looked like he was actually giving a talk to Ryan, the referee was, about what he did wrong, but a 5-on-5 play nonetheless, and just an offsides coming with 12:27. Face off in the neutral zone, won by Pelk. He'll lose the stick quickly, though, to Ryan. Ryan in the neutral zone. Pelk with it back now in the far corner, but loses it to Atkins. Atkins takes it around his own net. 12:14 to go, 5-1 Sachem lead. Back and forth they go. Atkins have it. Now Lovergene has it in the neutral zone. He's got a dangerous stick. Tries to check it to Atkins, but he can't get it, as it's eventually rebounded and sent down to the far corner. Looking to clear it. Ryan has it now, trying to dump it across to the middle for Lovergene. Can't find it as it's sent around the boards. Back to the neutral zone. As now in transition, Boxmeyer just outskates it though. As now it's won again in neutral zone by the Atkins. Atkins with it now. Centering bid just past the stick of Ryan as it's corralled in by Antico. And a save coming. Ryan getting a little bit of a lecture. He tried to go for a little late score there as the puck was already corralled by Antico. Referee saying, nope, that's not how that works. You can't do that. But 11:41 to go in this third period. 5-1 Sachem lead over the Kings Park Commack Knights. Here on this developmental matchup, and an O-zone face-off coming for the Braves. Puck drop, they win it. Out in front, backhanded shot from Brace, doesn't find the net. Out in front again, rebound, clambering around the net. Can they shove it in? They can't. Collins look for a goal, as now they'll finally have a chance to clear it to the Knights. They do, and through the neutral zone they go. They've got numbers and speed. Quickly they go, led by Rocco. Rocco dangling through some defenders, takes it wide, wrister, high. Back out in front, and another save coming from Amarada. As pressure continued for the Knights, but nothing to fall for it now. As an O-zone face-off coming for the Knights. 11:18 to go in the third period. Out in front, shot from Sklar. Glove save from Amarada. He elects to actually not keep it himself. Dangerous attempt there, but likes to keep the clock going. Back out top to Police. Police down low. Dangling through some defenders to Sklar. Sklar loses to Brace. Backhanded shot. Rebound out in front. Far side. Schnetzel, no good. Police has it behind the net. Back to front to Sklar. Backhanded shot, weak. Out in front, they look to clear it. They finally do to the Braves, and the puck goes down the ice with 10:53 to go in this third period. As now, Sklar will have it in transition. Takes it wide. Wrister off some bodies through traffic. Nowhere to show for it. As puck will clamber through but find its way into the neutral zone. Down the ice they go. Led by Russo, centering bid past the stick ahead. Almost an opportunity, but he rebounds with it. Out in front to Finnemore. No good. Russo looks for it. Wrister from Fusa. Nothing to go. 10:19 to go in this third period. Action up and down the ice. Back and forth. Now sent down the ice for McCarthy. As an icing is called with 10:09 to go in this third period. And a 5-1 Sachem lead. Really kind of an odd night. It started off, the Knights opened up the scoring with the goal. And you thought, oh wait, maybe we have a little bit of a different story as Neidert opened it up. But then it kind of flipped the switch as you tied it up in the early second period, and then after that it seemed like Sachem just took that and ran with it as they put up 4 unanswered goals. An unfortunate sight at that, but so it shows how much momentum is important as Finnemore sent it down low, but through traffic can't connect as it's intercepted by Fortuna. As it's just that important. You ride the momentum wave, the hypothetical one here, as we're in an ice rink, it'd be pretty frozen by now, but nonetheless, it's just important as a team to play sound hockey, stick to your play style regardless of the game conditions, if it's an off day or a good day for you guys. you practice something in practice over and over again during the week. It's repetitions. It's non-stop fundamentals, and they work come game day. The 45 minutes that you play, regardless of what happens, it's going to be worked down throughout the week, and that's what the Braves find themselves doing week in and week out. And I think that's a testament to the success that they've had this season, is the puck just rattling back and forth across the ice. Nothing yet to show, as now Forchina will have it and dumps it across, but Remsen will lose the puck. Remsen now battling with Atkins. They also have two very physical sticks in both Atkins and Lovergene. I mean, Lovergene's got 13 on the season, so that is kind of point blank why. But I mean, Atkins is very good in transition. He skates extremely fast backwards as well. Zub, another guy to mention for the Braves, but you're kind of outmatched in physicality. You look down on the ice now, you see some size differential. I think that's also another reason, but I think the Knights have held their own against such a competitive team, and this is nothing to hang your heads low. Keep them high, as if you're the Knights, is Cullinan now has an open lane, shot wide, as it'll bounce back around to Pelk on the far side. Pelk with it now, dumps it down low, but finds the stick of Ryan instead for the Braves, as Atkins with it now, dumps it across to the stick of Lovergene, and they'll go in transition. Lovergene just through the skates of Zub, his teammate, as Zub will skate after it. And like, that's the thing. Look how quick Zub is getting down that ice. That is the difference maker that I've been mentioning. On full display, as back and forth they go through the neutral zone, as it's kind of been throughout the remainder of this third period, as Herfel with it now. Herfel loses it to Zub, as Zub has it out in front near the blue line, loses the puck to Ryan, and an offsides will be called with 7:56 to go in this third period, and still a 5-1 Sachem lead. And here we go now, a neutral zone face-off in the near red circle. Zub will take it. Can he win it though? And he does. To no one else's question but mine, is now Fusa with it. Fusa across the blue line, but a great forecheck coming from Broxmeyer. Broxmeyer now leads the charge, but it's soon after taken away by Fusa, and Ryan collectively working for the Braves is it's dumped to the neutral zone, and Zub will intercept that pass. But now for Schneckel on the far corner. Schneckel with it. Schneckel dumps it into the neutral zone, and now they've got numbers, but quick as Lovergene is. Instead, they just elect to take it conservatively, just Pelk, and try to see some later opportunities, as now dumps it off to Neidert. Neidert with one goal in the night. Through traffic, stick check from Lovergene. Backed down by Broxmeyer. Broxmeyer, nothing to show for it. As Zub has it in transition, protecting the puck now, takes it wide to the far side. Tries to drag it through, can't find it. He'll just try to cross to the middle for Lovergene, doesn't connect. 7 minutes to go in this third period, 5-1 Sachem lead. Far corner near to the right of the aforementioned netminder, Antica. Out in front, but nowhere to find it, as Weiss will have it. He slips, but manages to get clear off, as now puck rattles around in the neutral zone. As McCarthy will have it now. McCarthy sends it back down low around the net, and Ryan will look to have it, but he's beaten to it by Schneckel. Schneckel with it. Now sends it to the neutral zone, as some guys have it in transition. Remsen with it now. Forechecks coming. Battles through traffic. Takes it wide. Shot wide. Just past the glove of Amarada. Back out in front. Rebound down low. Can it be cleared? They're looking for something. Bodies on the floor. Brieg has it. Now he doesn't have it. Rocco with it. Now Rocco doesn't have it. And the puck is finally cleared down low from Ryan. Ryan in the neutral zone now. Puck is loose. Nobody knows where it is, but Neidert does. Neidert now following it through the neutral zone. Battling Ian. Is Ian with it now? Neidert has it. Neidert loses it. And puck just can't find a consistent stick thus far in the third period, as it'll be sent down to the corner for Bustamante. Knuckling puck. Flipped across to the boards. Is now with it is Ian. They look for something, but the puck goes around the back of Amarada. One goal allowed on the night for Amarada. Came in the first period. Other than that, he's been pretty sound tonight. No pressure this far. Back out top to Schneckel. Wrister through traffic off the body, as it's just been so much traffic down in the center ice for the Braves. As now McCarthy has it in transition, tries to get it to Brace, but Brace overskates it. Brace sends it down low, back towards the net, almost dangerous, sneaks through as they'll fight for it. Nowhere to show for it. Neidert working through the forechecks. Wrister wide, off the post. Good attempt there from Owen Neidert. Back to the top towards the blue line. Neidert with it again. Neidert, wrister, wide. Just past the stick of Emirata as the rebound to the right side. Back to the left point for Neidert. Neidert down low to Bermunda, and nothing to show for it. Shot off the outstretched skate of Emirata. Working with it now down low. As Atkins will have it in transition. And through the neutral zone they press. Atkins working through some defenders now. Takes it wide. Wristers. He scores! Jesse Atkins with his second of the game. And it's a 6-1 Sachem lead. We take a look here. In transition, has the puck. He's short-handed, but he elects to take it wide, and that's been his lane. He did that in the first goal of the night. As you see, he takes it wide, has the opportunity. That's a precision goal right there. Just to the bottom left. It's a hard goal to make. You don't have a lot of room, and you're skating on your forehand, and he gets it done nonetheless as a 6-1 Sachem lead over the Kings Park Commack Knights, and I think it's safe to say now Sachem will advance to 6-0, and Kings Park Commack will fall to 3-3, but a hard-fought battle for them nonetheless on this developmental game. As puck is clamored for, but to no avail, won by Cullinan. Cullinan loses it though to Atkins, the aforementioned goal scorer. As we take a look just real quickly to the rest of the scheduling here on the North Rinks tonight. Next game upcoming at 8:10, Middle Country Varsity and Canet Quad Varsity will match up here. A good matchup as now they'll have it down the ice. Crosser to Finnemore just past his stick. And nothing to show for there as they'll take it around the net by Ryan. Tries to shove it in, he can't. Save from Antico. Antico back to the point for Fusa. Fusa down low as it's the 1-4 Middle Country squad against the 2-4 Canet Quad squad. So both teams looking to climb back in the win column. That'll be the varsity game at 8:10. On the call for that will be Travis Quigley. Pulis with it now down low. Sends the shot wide. But it's been a very sound game for Sachem as the Knights have it around the net. They'll try to threaten, but a great job from Atkins, down low to have that save with 3:16 to go in this third period. 6-1. Atkins has it one-on-one with the net. A hat trick for Atkins through the legs, and he scores! Jesse Atkins, and a 7-1 Sachem lead, and give the kid a hat trick tonight. I mean, this is just couldn't have marked it up any better for a hat trick opportunity for Atkins. One-on-one with the net, wide open legs. He says, all right, I'll just poke it through there, and he does. A 7-1 lead for Sachem now, and a hat trick on the night for Jesse Atkins. As now, it's at this point just a little bit of stat padding. The game's certainly concluded already. But nonetheless, as I look to give you the goal scores for tonight. That was only Atkins' second goal of the game. My apologies, folks at home. I had thought that he'd got that other one earlier, but it was credited to Zub. So he now looks for a hat trick later in this game as he has one out in front. It's Zub now with it off the pad of Antico. Sent around the boards, now to the top for Pelk. Pelk for the Knights in the transitional zone. He looked to get it through. He's trying to jar it past Bustamante. He will. Weiss with it now. Weiss loses it. Weiss rebounds it. Boxmeyer now. Pelk with it. Shot, pad, save. As now they'll send it down the ice in transition. Lovergene with it now. Can he get 15 on the season? One man to beat. Slap shot off the pad of Karsnecki. Out in front now. Battling through some defenders. Ryan with it now, can't find anything. Back and forth they go, out to the far point. 1:46 to go in this third period, and a 6-goal lead for Sachem. And now Herfel has it in transition. She loses it though, battling Bustamante, but they'll send it back down low. We tick under 90 seconds to go in this third period. Back down, Zub just elects to set it down low and get off the ice. Smart decision from the veteran Zub. Advanced IQ, that's what also takes. You have these smart IQ plays from either side. It gives them the upper hand. As now Collins sends it through the neutral zone with 1:14 to go in this third period. Now with speed, nothing to show for it in a blocker save though. Neidert looking for another goal on the night. Neidert with speed. Pink laces for October. Neidert now takes it wide. Can't turn the corner though. Shot goes wide. 50 seconds to go in this third period. A morale boosting goal looking for the Knights. Schninkel with it now. Schninkel through the neutral zone, and he's checked by Fusa. Slap shot, chest save. Neidert looking for another goal, but 28 seconds remaining in this third period. A 6-goal lead for Sachem as they will cruise to 6-0. Kings Park Commack, however, falls to 3-3 as we take a look ahead for either side. Sachem's next game following this one will be against, it looks to be Commack Developmental Gold. And then for Kings Park, it'll be against West Islip. So we look to see those two matchups now in place. 15-second shot wide off the post. They'll look to get something later on here. Neidert looking for something, 10 seconds. Back to the top for Schninkel. Schninkel down low through traffic, and he scores! A late goal comes as the puck just trickles through the ice, but a goal nonetheless for KPC, this time coming from Henry Schninkel. You see it sent back out top from Neidert. Schninkel just little wrister, batted down and just dribbles through the net. He didn't even see it. So a morale boosting goal comes late in this third period, and it's now only a 7-2 victory for the Kings Park, or the Sachem Braves, excuse me, it'll be, as whistle is blown. They break it up, and the buzzer sounds, and just like that, Sachem 7, Kings Park Commack 2, and that'll be it. Sachem moves to 6-0 here on the Developmental League. They stay in first place, and Kings Park Commack falls to 3-3. We'll see where that knocks them in the standings. But saying so long, I'm Magnus Healy. Working the camera for me tonight was the wonderful Wally Mitchell, and the boards, Travis Quigley, saying so long from the LI Sports Network.